残酷な天使のように少年よ神話になれ
Welcome everyone to Comic-Con, and this is the Give Misato Katsuragi a Chance campaign. Today, we will be starting off with her motivation speech.
Thank you all so much for coming to my campaign. I would like to thank Falcontine and the Undertaker for helping me get to this point. Now, I'm going to tell you all the story about my life during Neon Genesis Evangelion. I serve as the head of Operation of Nerve, a special agency tasked with fighting the angels, and known for my complex, often contradictory personality, balancing a carefree, fun-loving exterior with a troubled past and a deep-seated fear of commitment. As the head of Nerve's operation department, I'm responsible for devising strategies to combat the angels, and task that often requires me to make difficult and emotionally taxing decisions. For my personality, I initially appear as a carefree, fun-loving, and somewhat reckless individual, often seen drinking, and wearing skimpy clothing, contrasting sharply with my stern and competent demeanor as a tactical commander. For my hidden depth beneath my surface-level personality lies a deeply troubled woman with unresolved family and social issues, stemming from childhood traumas and my experience during the Second Impact. For my legal guardian relationship with Shinji Ikari, I act as a mentor and a maternal figure to him, the main protagonist, often trying to guide and support him, which also navigating the complexities for family acts, which is marked by shared history of trauma. For my sacrifice in the final episodes, I make a crucial sacrifice to ensure Shinji Ikari can make the right decision, ultimately choosing to die to give Shinji Ikari the confidence he needs to face the future. During the rebuild of Evangelion films, I am promoted to Colonel and continue to play a significant role, taking Inosuke Langley Soryu, and showing the same animosity towards Kaji as in the original series. I also would like to point out that being the 11th main leader will be an incredible experience for me. Now, let's get started with the questions, shall we?
This might take a while to have so many questions and answers to the fans.
I think that's all the questions I need. As for the two leaders of the Armies of Heroes, would you mind coming up to the stage?
I'm glad you're enjoying listening to her speech, everyone.
And just a reminder that she'll be the 11th main leader by the end of the month. That's all we have to say.
Let's give a round of applause for Misato Katsuragi and her campaigns today.
That went well.
It sure is.
Next Wednesday will be your leadership test. We hope you're ready for it.
Okay, I'll remember.
Alright, Misato. Since this is your 3-year leadership test, we're going to get you started by testing your leadership skills.
Good idea. After all, I'm the leader of Nerve headquarters, so testing my leadership skills will be good requirement.
I knew there's a reason why she will be the 11th main leader by the end of the month.
Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Let's get started.
This should be good.
Alright, let's see what you got.
As the leader of Nerve, it's my job to give instructions to help prepare Shinji, Asuka, and Rei to pilot the EVAs to go into battle against the Angels, and for good reason. Do you know how to get the job done?
Before you, who is the original founder of this building.
To be quite fair, Nerve Headquarters was founded by Gendo Ikari, the supreme commander of the Special Agency Nerve, after the death of Naoko Akagi and the completion of the Meiji supercomputer, as the successor to Gihiren under the direction of Gendo Ikari and the direct supervision of SEAL. Unfortunately, he betrayed Nerve and SEAL by pursuing his own agenda for the Human Instrumentality Project, aiming to reunite with his wife, Yui Ikari, after the defeat of the Final Angel.
What a reckless decision he made.
I just can't get over the fact that he abandoned me at the train station when I was 6.
We're sorry to hear that.
At least you have us.
But your father was a terrible person anyway, Shinji. Just get over it.
That's why he went too far by betrayed the Nerve Headquarters.
Betraying on one another is never the answer, just like Megatron betrayed Optimus Prime and his Autobots when Transformers 1 came out last year.
The reason why we're not trusting Gendo Ikari anymore, it's because he abandoned Shinji, shortly after Yui Ikari's passed away, sending him to live with his teacher, because he was grief-stricken, and felt he couldn't provide for Shinji, believing he will only hurt him, and that doesn't justify for what he did.
Where is he right now?
He's in prison with other villains right now, so Shinji won't have to deal with his father anymore.
As I suspected.
Let's just continue Misato Katsuragi leadership test.
I think we're almost done with Misato's leadership test.
Is there a few more things you'd like to say before we finish it up?
Sure, what is it?
What have you been doing nowadays?
Just keeping everything under control, especially when Kaji has been flirting with me multiple times, even though we are a love couple.
He does seem charming.
All right. Your leadership test is complete. Next Wednesday, I would like for you to be on my channel called 6 Feet Under as a special guest.
I will be there.
Welcome everyone to another 6 Feet Under podcast. We have a special guest who will be joining at this time, and it's Mr. Katsuragi.
Thank you for having me on your podcast.
Anytime. Now, there are some questions I would like to ask you.
Of course, what will it be?
What are your thoughts about being the CEO of your own headquarters?
Being the leader of Nerve Headquarters is a lot of responsibility, and for a good reason. It's all about hard work and determination.
If you were a special guest in WWE wrestler, what is your reaction to all of us?
Well, let's just say I'll share my entire story on my life on how I become the leader of the Nerve Headquarters during Neon Genesis Evangelion.
That will be impressive. I think one day you will be special guest in the audition.
Yeah, I think so too.
Is there any other Sega characters you want to meet, besides Sonic and his friends?
It will be Knights, the beautiful character who met Sonic the Hedgehog from Sonic All-Star Racing and Tennis, including Super Monkey Ball.
Have you seen any other WWE games that you haven't played before, including feature films?
I've seen plenty of them, including Scooby-Doo and WWE 2, Curse of the Speed Demon.
I bet you have.
I'm so excited to be a leader by the end of April, so everybody knows I'm with the Armies of Heroes teams.
No, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And here is another important question.
What is it?
When was the first time you met Shinji?
We first met in the original Evangelion series when I was assigned to pick him up from Tokyo 3. This happened during the first Angel attack, Sachiel, making our initial interaction rushed. I later take him to my apartment and we form a surrogate mother-son relationship.
What are you guys do during free time?
We just watch TV, enjoying dinner, and something like that.
Where's Shinji right now?
He's at Subway with Asuka on a date. Hopefully, those two idiots won't disturb them, because we know how they are.
Don't worry, I got my own tracking device to make sure they won't cause trouble. Because if they do, they will get electric shocks. Just like my powers. So anyways, what is your favorite episode of Neon Genesis Evangelion series?
My principal favorite episode is when I got the promotion as Major, because I've worked really hard as a true leader of Nerve. I started off as Captain, and I'm now currently a Major. When you take your leadership to the next level, you do pretty good to work hard for it.
That's right. Working hard means do good for it.
Yep.
If you have your own superpowers, What skills do you like to fight against your enemy?
Probably some kung fu fighting tactics, including an attitude adjustment.
Alrighty then. I got 2 more questions left. So, let's continue. Any plans for the future one day?
I'll find out what might lie ahead in the future, and here's a good reason how I am not sick. My physical well-being in Neon Genesis Evangelion is not explicitly defined as being affected by illness or disease. While I have certain psychological traits that might be interpreted as symptoms of borderline personality disorder, these are not presented as medical conditions affecting her physical health. My character is portrayed as strong and resilient, even in the face of emotional and psychological trauma.
That definitely makes sense. There's one more question I'd like to ask you.
What is it?
How many games in your own series that you made?
I suppose plenty of them. I mean, we already know that Neon Genesis Evangelion is associated with Sega.
That's cool. But anyways, thank you for having a talk with you, Mr. Katsuragi. So next week, you'll be visiting Ghost Planet Industries to have an interview with Space Ghost.
Good idea, and I'll be there at Ghost Planet Industries.
So how did it go?
6 feet under was perfect. Next Wednesday, I'll be special guests at Ghost Planet Industries, so I can get interviewed by Space Ghost.
I'm very happy for you, Misato. Let me just remind you, Space Ghost only asks all kind of silly or stupid questions to the special guests since 1994, and also, Ghost Planet Industries just changed the name to William Street since 1999, because of development of more adults cartoons, based on Hanna-Barbera animation-style property, 2 years, before Adult Swim exist. But anyways, good luck next week.
Hello, I am Space Ghost. Welcome to my show. Zorak, Moltar, and Brack are not with me today, because visiting today, I brought the Undertaker Falcontine and Billy Batson, also known as Shazam. But anyways, bring out the guest. Well, hello there. Who are you?
I'm Misato Katsuragi, the character from Neon Genesis Evangelion series.
Very nice to meet you, Misato. Let's get started. So, tell me about the relationship of your true love, and how did you guys met?
I first met Yoji Kaji during our college years. After 2 years of relationship, we broke up.
That's very sad to hear. Maybe you two will get married one day in the future, go honeymoon together, and have your own kids. Did you think your show is for kids or for adults?
According to Rated, the show is for adults, because of the mature audience.
That's right. Just to be clear, Miss A has been a normal little guardian towards Shinji for a long time.
Do you know how many times he has been flirting with you with romantic looks?
Multiple times when he's following me.
If you see him walking and following you, say something nice.
Speaking of him, here he is now.
Hi there. I hope I am not including.
You're not, and how did you even get in here?
Space Ghost sent me here by his portal machine.
Yeah, it was my idea to let him in.
I see where this is going.
I'll explain why I have been flirting with her multiple times. But we are still a love couple no matter how many times I flirt with her.
I already get it.
How did you get here anyway?
The portal machine that Space Ghost sent me here. Also, I will show you some photos of me using romantic on Misato.
Kaji, don't do it.
Sorry babe, I can't help it.
Where did you find those photos?
And how are they on the computer?
He asked to put them on the computer.
You need to give Misato personal space.
Look, let's just not go crazy over this. I know I'm a bit embarrassed by these photos, but let's not go crazy over it.
She's right. Let's just continue.
Okay, do you remember during the episode 8, when you were agitated about Kaji saying you were still wild in bed?
I do remember last time, but luckily, I had to let it slide. Deep down inside I found quite weird.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Wow, I think she's right. You need to stop being flirting with her.
Oh come on Space Ghost, I didn't mean to do that, trust me, I was just showing her the photos.
Just try not to embarrass me again, my love.
Oh don't worry babe, I'll try not to.
Does your friends know about it?
Not quite, but he does have a crush on me in a calm way at least.
During a relationship with him. What else happened during your show?
Here's how it happened. And that's how it happened.
But luckily, we've brought back to life, thanks to Hideaki Anno.
That explains a lot. Why did you like to be the 11th leader of the Armies of Heroes?
Because I've been a fan of the series since our franchise discontinued in 2023. I don't even know why WWE won't join the series, but it looks cool.
That's interesting.
When did Kaji switch into the watermelon farm?
This occurs after Kaji joins Nerve headquarters and sets up the farm within the Geo front.
I have one more question. Who's Hideaki Anno?
He's a Japanese animator, filmmaker, and actor who is the creator of Neon Genesis Evangelion series.
That's cool. Anyways guys, thank you for visiting at Ghost Planet Industries.
Anytime Space Ghost.
So, how did it go?
Pretty good. By the end of the month, the ceremony will take place in the public park.
Hey guys, did you smell something?
Hey, don't look at me. I didn't cut it.
Good afternoon, heroes. Thank you all for coming for very important meeting about 11th main leader ceremony, which will take place by the end of the month. It will begin from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m.
So, what is this all about?
The 11th main leader ceremony will have 4 things that we're going to tell you. 1. We're going to tell everybody the story about Misato Katsuragi's life as the Nerve leader from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. 2. There's gonna be a tribute video of her, and we're gonna present her a main leader badge to congratulate her. After that, we're going to start celebration from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m.
That will be a wonderful idea.
I agree with you, Toby.
Now, any questions?
Not at all.
I already finished all the scripts of her life so she could read it on the stage in front of everybody in the city.
That's good to hear, Tari. This is gonna be very special for her.
And let's all remember that we're having Misato Katsuragi as the 11th main leader for the Armies of Heroes will change her life forever.
What if we could give her a nice, surprise card, so she will remember everything? Yeah, that will be cool, man.
Good idea, Toby. We will writing a letter message to Misato Katsuragi on a card.
One more question. Who's keeping an eye on her right now?
My officers and I were going to keep an eye on her until Wednesday. We're going to make sure she won't ruin surprise.
Well, that's all for the meeting for today. You may begin decorating the ceremony tomorrow morning in the middle of the city, but this time, work together as a team, while police officers will keep an eye on Misato Katsuragi.
Alrighty then.
Let's go.
I'm ready when you are.
This is going to be the longest decorating part in the middle of the city that we ever had.
And the opossum says, she's carrying 12 babies without falling down, and they've been walking around a beautiful grass for over past 30 minutes, and the mother never dropped her own baby. She just keeps moving forward until they made it to the safe place without getting hurt.
Wow. That is a lovely story I love to hear. Especially nature's in the forest with animals.
Exactly, my love.
Okay, now you tell me something. Something you never told anyone.
Well, in my old school, none of the other kids really liked me. I was always the last one picked for everything.
Well, it's too bad that you being too cool for your classmates back in your days.
Yeah, I know. Hey Misato. Let me ask you something. What made the Undertaker and Falcon Teen chose you as the 11th leader of the Armies of Heroes?
Because some of the heroes visiting my headquarters multiple times months ago, and I knew them since they met Asuka Langley Soryu and Shinji Kari on New Year's Day. I mean, they chose me because they knew my skills in fighting the Ninth Angel multiple times throughout our franchise.
Wow, I'm very proud of you, my love. I never realized until now.
I liked it. You're not like anyone else.
Actually, now that you mention it, there is a certain strangeness to me. I mean, it's kind of a bizarre quality. Some have said freak, but it's, complimentary.
Hey Reggie KG, we need to be at the Gmod City Park immediately.
I'll be right back, Misato. Just hold that thought, whatever it is you were thinking.
All right. You guys have fun.
Welcome everybody, to the 11th main leader ceremony. We're glad to have you all here. Without further ado, please welcome, to the character from Neon Genesis Evangelion series, who will be the 11th main leader shortly. Misato Katsuragi.
Thank you everybody, for coming to my 11th main leader ceremony. This has been an inspiring journey I had, and I couldn't have done it without the two leaders who helped me through this. Now with that being said, I liked for them to come on the stage, including the rest of the main leaders.
We were going to tell you a story about her life as the leader of Nerva.
And it takes place at the beginning of the Neon Genesis Evangelion franchise.
Misato Katsuragi is the captain of the Tactical Operations Department of the Special Agency NERV. Under her command, most of the important decisions in the battles between the Evangelion mechas and the enemies, known as Angels, are made, and she takes responsibility for the outcomes. Her past is explored in the 12th and 21st episode of the series. When she was 13, she followed her father, Dr. Katsuragi, on a scientific research expedition to the South Pole. On September 13, 2000, a national disaster known as Second Impact occurs in Antarctica. All members of the expedition, including Dr. Katsuragi, died in the accident. But Misato Katsuragi is the only survivor, is rescued by her parents in an escape pod. Shortly before his death, her father gives her a pendant in the shape of a Greek cross. The event causes Misato Katsuragi an emotional trauma, which causes her to fall into the state of psychogenic aphasia. To prevent an information leak on the Second Impact, she was detained in a research shift for the least 2 years. 5 years after the catastrophe, Misato Katsuragi heals and enrolls in the university in the city Tokyo 2, when she meets the student, Ritsuko Akagi. In the same period, she meets Raiji Kaji, with whom she forms a romantic relationship that lasts 2 years. In 2009, after finishing her university studies, Misato joins the German division of a research center called Gehirn, and meets Asuba Langley Soryu, a pilot assigned to command EVA 02. She was later transferred to the NERD Special Agency and returns to Japan, where she is promoted to the rank of captain. In 2015, she picks up Shinji Igari, a pilot assigned to command B-Evil 01, escorting him to the NERD headquarters in the city Tokyo 3. After a short time, she becomes his legal guardian, hosting him in her apartment with her pet penguin Pin. After a few years of her longer amazing adventures, Misato Katsuragi apologized to Shinji for giving him the cold treatment, and remains alone on board AAA Wonder, sacrificing herself to stop Gendo's plans. In the course of the story, it is also revealed her partner Kaji died to start the Third Impact, and in the interval between 2.0 and 3.0 she gave birth to their son, also named Kali, who grows up without knowing his mother by her own will. By the end of the film, it was revealed that she was brought back to life, and it wasn't known where she was at currently.
Thank you everybody. This is the greatest honor you've given me is letting me serve you.
All right, everyone. Let's start the tribute video of Mr. Katsuragi.
Roll the video, please.
I'm speechless. That was the most inspiring tribute video of me I have ever seen in my life. Thank you. I'm really grateful for this.
Misato Katsuragi, I hereby presenting you a main leader badge.
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
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 Misato Katsuragi, you are now officially the 11th main leader of the Armies of Heroes.
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
Let the celebration begin.
It sure does feel amazing now that I'm the 11th main leader.
Exactly. And we are very proud of you.
I hope you keep up a good work in the future at your headquarters, Misato.
And maybe I'll marry you one day in the future, and having our own kids soon.
Yeah, I think so too.
Hey, Masahiro. There's something I've been meaning to ask you.
Sure, what is it, Toby?
Mario and I have been talking, and we decided that you are welcome to join our mission this year, and this is going to be epic.
There will be 11 of us to go on the mission, while the rest of our teams can come with us.
He also would like to know if you want my Win Cousin record your eyes close up.
Yeah, of course, joining your mission will be good experience. And as for my eyeball close-up, sure, you can record my eyeball close-up, but let's go somewhere privacy without anybody looking at us.
What do you think?
Not bad, I appreciate you doing that. Good thing I didn't get hurt my eyes because of the light, even I was controlling my pupil shrink dilating to tiny dot, so you can see my brown light iris stretching.
Thanks. That means a lot.
What a peaceful night. This is what's a celebration of the 11th main leader of Misato Katsuragi. It's like our dream has come to reality.
There are some serious steps we have to make, as long as we stick together.
No matter what happens, the heroes always win.
Exactly.
And to be quite fair, they can't be difficult decisions that we must face when the time is right.
Hopefully this wouldn't turn into a disaster. I'm pretty sure it would.
As long as we complete every test during our missions, we'll be okay.
In the meantime, let's enjoy the night at the party.
We're glad you're part of us now, Misato.
Thanks SMG4, I'm really appreciate it.
I can't believe this. I can't believe Misato Katsuragi has officially become the 11th main leader with the Armies of Heroes friends. This is completely bogus. Neon Genesis Vendlin just discontinued since 2023. I mean, that doesn't make any sense.
Hey, J-Dude, look on the screen!
Mr. Puzzles, it's really you. I can't believe you escaped from prison.
But the real question is, how did you escape?
Hello, my friend. It's been a while since War of the Fat Italian in 2024. Since I hire a new villain named Mr. Weapons, I really need your help.
Fly.